The strap of Mairi's small backpack slipped off her shoulder again, and she stopped, dropping the bag as she sat down on an old log beside the trail. Her hands shook as she fumbled with the strapping. She couldn't allow herself time to think about what she was getting ready to do. She'd done all her thinking, all her planning, before she left home. Home. Had she left home, or come back to it? No more of that. There was no room for doubt. She was very close now. She was sure of it. Not that she had ever been in the Faerie Glen before. There had never been a reason for her to be here. Until now. Still, she recognized it from the stories she'd heard. Kate and Jessie both had described Kate's visit to this place. It certainly lived up to their descriptions. It was cool, quiet, and lush with growth brought about by a wet climate. After almost a decade away, she'd nearly forgotten the odor of a moist woodlands, the smell of green, and the spongy feel of the ground beneath her feet. She stood and hoisted the pack to her shoulder. Breathing deeply, she inhaled the scents of this forest. Memories beat at the door she kept so tightly shut, each one demanding its release. She refused them their exit, just her olfactory system in hyperdrive. She'd read the studies about odor triggering memories. Their conclusions were much more convincing now that she experienced it for herself. The stream widened as she moved deeper into the forest. She heard the waterfall up ahead, could visualize how it would look as the water rushed over the rocks, falling into the deep emerald pool. His pool. What if he refused to see her? The flurry of panic assaulted her again, but, as before, she brushed it away. She wouldn't allow him to ignore her. She would... What? For once, she wished she were a bit more like her brother. Wished she had done more planning and less barging in. Wished she were less impetuous. Wished she were less afraid. Pushing through the branches and forest growth, she entered a clearing. Ahead of her, a waterfall tumbled down into a deep emerald pool, ringed with trees whose branches were covered in bits of cloth. The heart of the Faerie Glen. Paul's home. She walked to the edge of the pool and squatted down, shrugging her backpack off her shoulders. Unzipping the bag, she rummaged inside and pulled out a water bottle. The glen stilled for a moment, silent, as if holding its breath, waiting for her to make the next move. But Mairi wasn't ready yet. As a woman surrounded all her life by warriors, she had learned a few useful things about battle. One of those was the importance of mental preparation. She needed her mind focused on the task at hand. After a quick sip of the water, she unlaced her merrill switchbacks and pulled them off, followed by her socks, stuffing them inside the hiking boots. She sat, her knees drawn up with her heel flat against the ground, and took a long, slow drink of the water. She concentrated on the feel of it in her mouth, the cool of it running down her throat, the damp grass beneath her feet as she wiggled her toes against the earth. It made her feel grounded, connected to the physical properties of this place. Closing her eyes, she listened to the sounds of the forest, loud now to her ears, sensitive after the momentary silence that had greeted her. Chirping birds, irritated at her presence, rustled the leaves as they darted from tree to tree. As she opened her eyes, a stray sunbeam filtered through the branches, heavy with their cloth adornments, and glinted off the emerald band on her toe.